So we again continuing from previous video, we see they tend to ask this. We are still talking about why democracy excels in article, and one of the things is like what helps democracy succeed, and we see that it's responsive to the government, which can sometimes be a problematic, but most of the time it's good. And then we saw that there is a open flow of information, um, um, which is again resultant of being responsive to the voters. And then the other thing is that there is a checks and balances in democracy, and the power is in the hands of not few people who are running the government, but there is a wider representatives, and then as against the uh, democracy in the authoritarian, it's just one small group running the country. So you're not going to see such radical changes because you got in democracy because you get everyone on board. Think of Sweden, right? When it's very incremental, slow changes, and yeah, they haven't seen fantastic economic growth, but slow and steady growth where jobs are protected, right? And everybody has access to a job, and this checks and balances really tends to produce a lot of stability of policy, and you might say, well, wouldn't a democracy be less stable? You can vote people out of office. Yeah, that's true, but we tend to see authoritarian leaders who act very, very erratically. Um, think about leaders like Mao or in North Korea right now, or Muammar Gaddafi in Libya, or Idi Amin in Uganda. They were all very erratic. Suddenly they enacted a policy, they changed policies, and those kind of radical changes can really be proved to be problematic to the people living in such regimes. So that's our introduction to a little bit of uh, introduction to the idea of democracy versus authoritarian, comparing the two a little bit, and we are now ready to move on to and talk about the transition from authoritarianism to democracy, which we'll be talking in the subsequent videos um, after you take the next quiz. So